starting?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm in a good mood.
What for?
I don't know.
How can I ruin it? No.
Oh.
How do I tear you down?
Is your name Lee Chang? Because that's my mom. That's her.
Is tearing down your good mood?
Yeah.
Nice. Don't get too full of yourself there, Charlie. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
You're really not on top of the whole world.
This is. I'm really not special.
Aw.
No, my mom never told me I was special.
Dang,
She was a realist.
Should be interesting to hear your input on the millennial talk.
Yeah.
So, go ahead.
Well, I mean, we can go into the topic a little later, but the millennial age range seems to be different on who you talk to and who says it, because it's like 1984
or 1980.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw last week something that cut it off at 1995. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not fair.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it is dependent on who you talk to.
Yeah.
And who wants to qualify as what.
Yeah.
Because I have had some friends that when I say 1981, they're like, well, I was born in 1980.
Yeah. So
I'm like, oh, okay. So.
Yeah, because if you go by 84, I'm technically not a millennial. I'm
Right.
a generation.
I'm a millennial
X.
no matter what way they've ever sliced it. So. I just try to drag as many as you Xers down with me as I can. So what's got you on top of the world, though?
Well, everybody's hearing this after Christmas, but we're recording it before Christmas, and I'm just looking forward to that. Got 11 days off. I planned out some science experiments for the kids. We're gonna go to the library. Chloe's really been reading these classic novels like Christmas Carol, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. We got her Alice in Wonderland for Christmas, the same book, the same type of book, because it's like an illustrated book, but it's like chapter book.
It's not abridged. It's the regular text, just with pictures.
Yeah, and then each page on the picture has like a summary of what just happened on the page you read, so I think that's really helpful for her.
Cool.
But yeah, Christmas time,
Yeah. Outlook for 2017 is good. Good.
Yeah. I got some ideas.
Cool.
Yeah, career-wise.
I think I'm getting back to looking forward to the future, too.
Yeah?
Yeah, I had one really cool thing happen yesterday. So,
cool.
Yeah.
You want to talk about it, or?
Sure, I can.
Okay.
So I was meeting with my accountability group. We meet on the first Wednesday of each month, but we didn't meet this past Wednesday, or this first Wednesday of December, so we pushed it back to yesterday. And they could tell that I was bummed and not really taking charge of anything, and they're just like, you've got too much free time on your hands. I know you don't know what the future holds for your company at this point, but they're like, you need to fill your free time with projects. So reach out to other CPAs and see if they have anything that's too big for them to handle right now, and see if you can take it over. So I did. I reached out to a friend of mine up in Upper Marlboro, and we had talked last week I was at a CPA conference all week, and we had been talking about different things, and she had a project in mind that I might be a good fit for. It's a property management company that needs a whole system set up, and they own 10 properties. And I've been talking to her about thinking about starting to work with property management companies, because I'm kind of getting burned out on tech startups.
Right.
Because they're broke, and
Yeah.
they don't tend to, in my opinion, at least the ones I run into, and this is very generalized, don't tend to emphasize income and building the actual business as much as creating something that's investment worthy.
Right.
And that just gets tiring to go from investment to investment to investment.
Yeah.
So property management companies, they have income producing property, and a building's going to be there for 30 or 40 years.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more stable. And I like the complexity of it too. So she sent that back to me, emailed it to me last night, asked me if I was interested. I said that I was, and we're going to meet with the client in January and move forward on that. So so that's got me all excited.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be like just something new and challenging, maybe?
Yeah, if at the very least it's going to be that. It could be like a 4-week project or something. and then I pass it off to her team, and they continue to do the accounting. There's a potential that I might continue to do the accounting. I haven't talked to her much about that, but she did hint that they might not want to do it long term.
Yeah.
So we'll see. My dad is also a CFO for property management companies. He's had a property management client for 10 years. And it's been in the back of my head for the past couple weeks about building a property management accounting firm.
Cool.
So possibly with him. I haven't talked to him yet about it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get unstuck. I've been watching and reading a lot of Gary Vaynerchuk and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
He'll make you feel uncomfortable.
Yeah. So I'm not happy not being excited about the future of my own business. And so asking myself why I'm not happy is causing me to find ways to make myself happy.
Yeah.
So, and my friends were just beating me up for watching so much Netflix and wasting the time instead of going and doing something productive to delay the time, till something comes up.
Yeah.
So
distractions.
Yeah. Speaking of, I checked out my app on my phone that tells me how much I'm spending on everything.
Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go.
So, are you still Facebookless on your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't messed with it. I'll check it very rarely on the computer, and I'll have like 15 notifications. I'll just click it, and then I'll go to the gaming thing, reply, and then that's it. I don't even really look at the other notifications.
Yeah. So I've had this app on my phone for 5 full weeks now. It tracks everything. Like I said, I wasn't setting out to do anything with it. I just wanted to see what I was doing.
Yeah.
So the first week was terrible. The first week I spent a total of 44 hours on my phone. Wow. Not on Facebook, but on my phone.
Yeah.
And since then, my average has been about 36 hours after that first week. But Facebook time. Facebook time makes up about a third of my phone time. And it only comes out to about an hour and a half a day.
Yeah.
And I know that I'm usually watching TV while I'm on it too.
Right.
So it's not dedicated to either one.
Yeah.
But it just adds up.
Yeah.
That first week, 44 hours on the phone, I spent 15 on Facebook, which is 35%. Since then, I've spent an average of 9.5 hours a week on my phone, on Facebook, on my phone. So I did it as a total of my phone time, and it looks like it's about 25% average for those last 4 weeks.
Yeah.
But then I also did it as an average of the total number of hours I have in a week. 168 total hours in a week. And I spend about 5 to 6% of my life on Facebook. Just on my phone. That's not including desktop either.
Right.
So, yeah.
And that's not the Netflix either or anything.
Yeah, that's nothing else on my phone. So.
Is it eye-opening for you?
It was eye-opening. For me, it was the realization I didn't choose to spend 10 hours on Facebook on my phone. It just happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hour and a half a day over 7 days, you're at 10 hours. So it adds up quick. But I was like, that's a fourth of a full work week.
Yeah.
That I'm spending on Facebook.
Yeah.
So.
And people are always like, but I don't have time to whatever.
And Facebook did this summary of 2016 video for you automatically, and it showed. I was looking at some other people's because it has this little one part where it's this is how many likes you've done in the past year. In the past year, I've liked 11,500 things.
Oh my gosh!
And I look at other people's, and it's 1,200, 1,500, maybe 2,000. I'm just dang. One friend pointed out, they said, that's 11,500 smiles you've brought to somebody else. I've been responsible for giving out 11,000 hits of dopamine to other people. So.
Oh, man.
So last night, I did 2 things that are painful. Actually, I've done another one this morning. Okay. Last night, I took Facebook off of my main screen on my phone. So it's now hidden in my apps, so I
Okay.
can't just like look at my phone and see notifications.
Right.
I have to go somewhere to look at them.
Yeah.
I slept without my phone by my bed last night, and that
Very
was
nice.
rough.
Oh.
But I actually got out of bed this morning instead of just laying there for an hour reading stuff.
Right.
And then right when I walked in here this morning, left my phone in the truck before I came in here.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah.
'cause I'm like, I don't need it, but
Yeah.
I feel weird without it too.
Yeah.
So,
I do feel weird without it. I was thinking to do that thing where, yeah, I saw something where, like, if you have friends over, they all have to put their phone in a basket by the door or something, and you have to, like, actually have to talk to each other.
yeah,
So,
sounds rough.
yeah, discomforting. Sounds boring.
I just look up so much stuff while I'm talking to people.
Yeah,
You know, it's not just like Facebook or what else is going on in the world. It's like while I'm watching movies, I'm Googling stuff that
yeah,
happens in the movies.
yeah,
While two of my friends are arguing about which year what so and so album came out, I Google it
Yeah.
and show
Yeah.
that they're both wrong.
Did Ghostbusters 1 make more money than Ghostbusters 2?
Yeah, I'm just like, if only we had a device to
Yeah.
look this stuff up.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
it's weird.
It's a good kind of weird. It's good kind of discomfort for your growth.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not about to get rid of it on my phone. Like I still write all my blog posts and stuff on my phone, and I have to post them to Facebook. And I think not having it on my phone, like right there, has already made a difference this morning. So,
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes for a week or two.
Right.
See if it cuts down on it, or if I just replace it with a different app. So that's another possibility.
Twitter. You have been on Twitter more.
Yeah. Usually when I'm at a conference, I'm on Twitter
Yeah.
a lot. So I just Twitter. Ugh.
You don't like Twitter?
I still don't like Twitter.
I like it.
I don't.
I like how I can write something and it's kind of like I know not too many people are gonna like it or retweet it or anything. I like that because on Facebook it's just like bing 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 and people write dumb comments. Oh, Chloe's getting so big, you know. I don't it's
You don't
annoying.
like people engaging with what you write?
No, not on Facebook because I'm like ugh. But Twitter, you just put it out there and
And nobody cares.
nobody cares.
That's
There's
actually why I don't like Twitter.
there's no criticism.
There's no relationship
Yeah.
either, though.
Yeah, but is there one on Facebook?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
I do feel like there is, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to give it up yet. Obviously, it's a big part of my life. so.
Yeah.
But I do feel like it's made me closer to a lot more people than it has separated me from. So,
Mhm.
and Twitter, I don't feel that way. I feel like Twitter is people trying to be funny or witty or sarcastic, and you post something, and if it does get retweeted, they're gonna tear it down.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Twitter is like the negative side of our, and it's that way on Facebook too. When you're dwelling in the comment section of somebody else's
Of course.
stuff,
Yeah.
but when I'm actually talking to people I know, I feel closer to them on Facebook. Because I can go look at their pictures, I can see what's going on in their lives.
Yeah.
And Twitter is just like jabs.
Twitter, a lot of it is marketing too. Like
Yeah.
it's like, check out my CD, check out
Yeah,
my
it's so
book.
annoying.
You know.
And that's why I hate Twitter, is because every book tells me I need to be on Twitter for my business.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why? Nobody cares about my stuff. So, I don't feel like I add value on Twitter. I love Instagram though.
Yeah.
So
Instagram's fun. So I guess we can talk about our main topic.
sure,
Um,
let's do it.
This topic came from John from TV Topic Tuesday. And if you haven't checked out their podcast, tvtopictuesday.com, they're on, I was going to say Twitter, they're on iTunes. And they just talk about TV shows and just do a great job on insight and comedy and all that. So check them out.
And engaging their audience
And
too.
engaging, yes.
So I would say don't listen to TV Topic Tuesday without liking their Facebook page.
Yeah.
Because they ask every weekend. They ask their audience for input for the next episode, and it's really fun.
You wanna add to the discussion.
Yeah. Their latest one is favorite Christmas episodes. So
Okay.
I haven't listened to it yet, but that was fun to add to.
Yeah.
I had a few contributions.
So this week we're going to talk about millennials and what we were talking about earlier. It's 1980 to 2000.
2000.
Yeah. Or 82 to 2004. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or just say
I didn't
1980.
say not 2004. For me, it doesn't go beyond the millennial.
2000
Yeah.
or 99.
99
Yeah.
to 2000. I look at millennials as, and this is like where I fall on the 1980 to 1984 thing, is people who are not yet adults.
Okay.
When the millennium turned. So for the 80s, that's, you were 20. But for 84, you were 16. So, but 20 is not really an adult yet either.
Nah.
I look at it as people who grew up in the shadow of the coming millennium. Not people who are already adults when it happened, but people who were kids in the 90s.
Yeah.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Even if, and this is where I surprised my mom when I revealed that I was a millennial, because she didn't even know it, because so many people are talking about these millennials these days, and they're all looking at colleges. And really, millennials are the very, very tail end of who's in college right now.
Uh-huh.
The generation that's in college, the generation that needs their safe spaces after our election, that's really the one that follows the millennials.
Mm-hmm.
And uncreatively named Generation Z right now. Because millennials are Generation Y.
Yeah.
Which is why I always use the term millennial, because I hate the name Generation Y. It's the stupidest name in the world. And Generation Z is the second stupidest.
Doesn't Z stand for something like...
No. It stands for it follows Y.
I mean, yeah, but I thought Z meant like, I don't know.
No.
Something.
No.
Okay.
It stands for nothing.
Okay.
And Y stands for nothing either, except that it follows X.
Yeah.
And I'm like, seriously? We have the greatest generation, who are the ones that fought in World War II.
Mm-hmm.
We have the silent generation, who are the ones that were born before World War II was over, but were not old enough to fight in World War II.
Yeah.
So those are your 1930s to 1945 generation. Then you have baby boomers, which is post-World War II to 1964, was the baby boom.
Yeah.
And that's an actual sociological event. That's why they were called the baby boom, is because birth rates skyrocketed and there were millions of them.
Right.
Then you have Generation X, which is 1964 to 1980, 1984, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you have the Millennials, who are 1984 to 2000. And now you have Generation Z. So there's really, I don't even remember why they were called Generation X in the first place. I don't know the term for it, but it might have meant something back in the 60s and 70s.
Generation...
But to say we're going to go from, we had Generation X, and now we have Generation Y, and now we have Generation Z.
So after Z...
And now we have Generation AA.
Yeah, that's what I was going to do.
Or AV, AC.
Yeah.
Hadoken!